What's up, nice dudes? I'm currently out of town because it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It was my birthday, June 21st, but because of that, we weren't able to get the Terminator 2 episode out on time. We have shot it. We're very excited about it, but you're gonna have to wait just a little bit. Until then, we thought we'd release one of our old commentary tracks that was previously exclusive to our Patreon. That is the one to Jurassic Park. If you want to hear me freak out, and if you want to hear Chris freak out about one of our collective favorite movies that we haven't even done yet on the podcast, we hope to one day. But if you want to hear us talk over it, talk about it, and just enjoy Jurassic Park, then please check out this commentary. Stay nice.
What's up, nice dudes? I'm Altaf.
And I'm Chris.
And welcome to a Nice Dude Commentary track where we begin our Jurassic series.
Yeah, the Jurassic series. We're going to watch Jurassic Park, Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World Dominion.
I'm surprised you made it through with all the titles.
I know, I was doing a lot of mental work to keep track of the titles.
This is a masterpiece of a movie. I don't know. What else am I going to say? Let's just play the movie. Have your copy up. Chris is going to do a countdown. When he says play, you hit play.
All right, guys, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
To quote Mike from Red Letter Media in his commentary for Jurassic Park, kids, this is what they used to call a movie.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's so funny that we're like queuing up this movie. Like, I feel like anyone watching it's like, you guys know what the deal is. You know what I mean?
You and I haven't seen this movie together, but I think, is this our favorite, is this, for both of us, is this our favorite Spielberg movie?
Oh, it might be, yeah.
For a while, it was E.T. for me, but now I think I just can't lie to myself.
Sure.
It's Jurassic Park.
What made you change your mind?
It's just as I get older, this movie never gets old for me. Like, E.T. is the same way, but there's something about Jurassic Park where it's just like every aspect of it is made with such perfection.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I can't pick apart anything in this movie. Everything fucking works.
Yeah, there's not a single, I wouldn't cut a single frame, not a single line. There's nothing. Everything needs to go together.
And it's like, this is what you can do with blockbuster filmmaking. This is the ultimate version of blockbuster filmmaking.
I know, right?
We're all trying to follow Jurassic Park.
We all want to do Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park can't even do Jurassic Park. Have you seen the sequels?
Exactly. Like, Spielberg himself couldn't follow it up that well. I know there's people who have a lot of love for Lost World, but still.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to Lost World. We both have some, interesting, polarizing takes on the Lost World.
The one that I'm really excited for is 3.
Jurassic Park 3?
Because I have a lot of fondness for 3. Isla Nublar. Is it Isla?
I think they say Isla in the movies. I actually don't know what the proper pronunciation is, though. It might be Isla.
Sorry for the people who are from there.
Or just people who know how to pronounce it properly.
Have you read the Michael Crichton book?
Part of it.
Okay.
I would like to come back to it as an adult. I read part of it as a kid.
I want to read more Michael Crichton in general.
Yeah,
I feel like I've seen almost all of his adaptations.
Yeah. I know, right? His shit gets adapted left and right.
Westworld.
Yeah, I forget he did that one too. By the way, when you get a chance, no rush. Can you bump my volume down just a hair?
Oh, now you want me to bump it down?
I do, yeah. We did some extensive testing during a quiet dialogue scene, and I could barely hear the words. But now that there's music, it's like blaring.
All right, 1 second.
Thanks, man. Don't worry, this scene isn't that interesting. Don't worry about putting your headphones down, getting up to turn my volume down.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Did we get to Shooter?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's Shoota, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Just to be clear, it's not Shooter.
All right, we're back, baby. Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I forget that Spielberg, this is Spielberg's only horror movie too.
Yeah.
I think this movie also shows me that, like, we already knew, like, by the 90s that Spielberg could do everything. But this movie, he shows off every aspect of what he's good at.
Well, and he still pushes the envelope, too. I mean, the special effects in this movie were legendary, and they still are.
There's a famous story of, I don't know, I think it was Stan Winston, when he saw the CGI, correct me if it's not Stan Winston, guys, in the comments, but when he saw the CGI models of the T-Rexes, he said, well, I'm out of a job.
Oh, man.
He was like, well, that's now the end of something, because this is going to change everything.
That's
basically.
crazy, I know.
And that being said, this movie still has that perfect balance between practical effects and CGI.
Yeah, yeah. It's very tasteful, the way it's done in this movie. That makes it very timeless. I also love that in this scene right off the bat, there's always this contrast between, like, what we perceive as modern civilization versus, like, living organically, whatever you want to call it. That there's, like, a lawyer who's there in a suit and is very uncomfortable slipping on things. That's, like, this constant thread leading up to all the Jurassic Park stuff.
I also perceive it a lot as, like, the artist versus the commerce.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Which is, when we get to the Hammond stuff, that's literally what it is.
Sure.
Of, like, Hammond's, like, the artist that wants to make something profound, and then the lawyers, the accountants, and the producers come in. You know, it's a very big, it could be seen as an allegory for filmmaking as well.
I could see, yeah, but what's interesting, though, is like Hammond later on, like, comes in blazing in a helicopter that destroys a bunch of shit, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's funny, the ending of this movie is very sad from Hammond's perspective.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's iconic, isn't it? The amber.
So, people talk about it a lot, but the science in this movie, and we'll get to it when we get to the Mr. DNA stuff. When I was a kid, it was like a breakthrough moment for me when I watched Jurassic Park, where I was like, this science makes sense. Did they try this?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know, I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, this makes complete sense. Why did no one try it?
And by the way, this scene is like such ASMR to me. Like, I don't know if there is content of people digging up dinosaurs as ASMR, but I will look that up after this.
A lot of archaeologists have made fun of this scene because they're just like, there's no fucking way you would actually dig up a fossil that's this together.
Yeah, like a full skeleton that's that well put together.
Because a lot of, oh my god, it's our boy. This is like my friend. This is like my favorite guy.
His first line is, I hate computers.
Sam Neill, Alan Grant is like my best friend.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, what I was going to say is, like, archaeologists spend years of their lives, like, collecting bone after bone and trying to put it together to form something.
Yeah.
It's just really funny in a movie to be like, here's a dinosaur.
But it's still effective, though, because they show the delicateness of the care they have to put in.
Yeah, well, that's what makes it perfect when Hammond comes in a helicopter
Exactly.
later. Yeah, fucking amazing.
Like, thematically, this movie is a proper sci-fi film. It has horror elements because it's just scary, obviously.
I would call it sci-fi horror.
Yeah, yeah. I think I would just say it just tips a little bit more into sci-fi just because of so much of what it has to say is revolving around technology.
That's true.
But 100% it's still horror.
I do love the joke. Like, him just touching the TV makes it wonk out. Like,
The acting's so good, too.
Laura,
Like, it does feel
when
like
I was
just
a kid. When I was a kid, I thought Laura Dern and Sam Neill were together. Like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "There's no way they're not married."
Well, it just feels like such a fly on the wall, you know? Like, it doesn't feel like they're acting. It just feels like we're just kind of in the room with them.
He genuinely feels like, guys. There's going to be a lot of me talking about Sam Neill in this movie, but he just feels like an archaeologist. I'm sorry, like, he just feels like an archaeologist. He feels like he works in that field.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the dirt on his outfit.
Oh,
like,
yeah, and his
all of
hair
it.
is not overly coiffed or whatever. He just looks like a guy coming into work. He looks like he's been wearing that shirt for years, too.
This is the best out of 90 million best scenes in this movie. That's the thing about this movie. It has every scene is good.
Yeah, I know, right?
Were you into dinosaurs as a kid?
Yeah, and my sister was very into dinosaurs, so by proxy, I knew a lot. She had like dinosaur textbooks that I would read too.
I had a phase of dinosaurs as a kid.
Yeah.
Especially after watching this movie. I mean, like, I don't know about you, dude, but like, I feel like Jurassic Park, There was never a moment. I don't remember the moment I saw this movie. I feel like I've always seen it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't remember my first time watching it either. Yeah, it was kind of just embedded in me.
But I do remember the moment like this movie gave me, which was like learning about Velociraptor specifically. Because I was the guy that I was always obviously just obsessed with T-Rexes and shit like the Rhinoceros or whatever.
Which ones?
No.
Rhinoceros?
The rhinosaurs.
What's what are you thinking of?
Never mind.
Triceratops?
I think I'm thinking
The
of
one with the horn? Like the
yeah,
three-horn
I was thinking of
Triceratops.
Triceratops. Anyways, this movie taught me about velociraptors and made me be like, oh my god. Like,
well, it's funny because scientifically it's not accurate at
I
all.
know,
But it's
I
so
know.
good for the movie.
But when you're a kid, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. I know. I saw a video that was like where they re-edited the kitchen scene with the velociraptors that comes later. But it was edited to and replaced with like scientifically accurate velociraptors. So they made them like scaled them down to be a lot smaller. They had covered in feathers and all this stuff. It was kind of cool looking.
I love their dynamic here. Like, I remember a video essayist or someone had pointed out how them just walking together like that, making some physical contact, immediately makes them feel like a couple rather than ever communicating. Like, we've been together for so many years.
Yeah.
Like, it immediately makes it feel like they have history, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You point this out a lot. I was like, his helicopter comes down, covers all their research.
Well, exactly, yeah. Well, that's what's so, like John Hammond is so seemingly sincere, but he clearly has no respect for science. That's his whole thing.
I don't know if he doesn't have respect for science. It's just that he is so tunnel visioned in his own like mission.
Yeah.
That science just gets in the way. But he obviously has respect for science in terms of how it serves him.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. Like he
maybe I'm saying the exact same thing you just said. But yeah,
it's like he does. His actions don't respect science.
By the way, I love how he's introduced with him like corking open a bottle, like immediately interrupting the status quo. Just, dude, look at this like RV mobile home, whatever you want to call it. It looks so lived in.
Yeah, like they've been doing it for years.
God, I love how much they're covered in dirt. It's just, I think we've talked about this a lot, how a lot of like, even the modern Jurassic World movies have this, where it feels so like the digital aspect of it, not only the digital, but it just feels so clean. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have them covered in dirt in a lab that feels like they've been in there for years or months or whatever.
Oh, hell no, yeah.
These small qualities that Spielberg's so good at.
Oh yeah, I'm going to rant probably a lot when you get to those movies.
Just look at the light pooling in from the windows. Yeah. Just the cinematography is so...
It's so natural.
I know. God, this movie's so good. The Jurassic World movies are going to be a hang, though.
They're going to be a hang, but I'm going to probably like snap a lot. I really like you're much more lighthearted and have more fun at those movies, but those movies actually kind of make me mad sometimes.
I think those movies, I can get into the mode where I'm just like, this is so stupid. It's dinosaurs. It's all good.
And I get that, and I respect that too.
Because I've now gotten to a point where no movie's going to be as good as this one.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think I have a fondness for Jurassic Park 3. Which I don't know if you agree. I think Jurassic Park 3 is better than any of the Jurassic World movies.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
All right,
I have to think about that.
We'll get to it.
I was going to say, I'm not going to make any decisions yet. It's right up your alley. Isn't he about to say that? Yeah, okay, cool.
By the way, guys, if you guys get annoyed by us quoting the movie right before the characters say the line... This commentary is going to get annoying.
Yeah, this is not the right one for you.
We've seen this movie, I don't know, like countless amount of times.
Yeah.
We're hearing the music right now. It's swelling.
Here we go.
Okay, we'll hold off on talking about the music until we get to the Brachiosaurus scene. But one of my favorite character entrances ever. Fucking Nedry, dog.
Fucking
Okay, just look at how
dog.
the camera follows the suitcase. There's this mystery here. Where is this guy?
A guy with sunglasses coming out of a car always builds mystery.
But also there's all this foreground, and like now we're introduced to Nedry. That wonder is so simple, but it has so much information.
I know, man.
Blocking, you know?
He's just such a good communicator, Spielberg.
The art of blocking is kind of lost nowadays, and it's just fucking depressing because this is what you could do with the art of movie making.
I know. It's funny because it's so subtle, but it communicates so much, and that's all it is just communicating with the audience. See, nobody cares. I recently watched Toy Story 2, and I can't unhear his voice.
I know. I've been watching Seinfeld a lot lately, and he's obviously Newman.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
annoying neighbor that Jerry hates.
Yeah, he's hilarious in that show, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's so good.
I mean, he is funny in this movie, too.
He probably got this role because of Seinfeld.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Nedry's like one of the great villains, man.
Yeah. And it's funny, he kind of like the villain, I forget the character's name, forgive me, the villain from Fifth Element, where he's another villain that never meets the main characters.
Yeah, like you mean like Gary Oldman, Fifth Element, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
His scumbag laugh, and the way he just puts it on top of the pie, it's so good. Again, he's just such a gross person.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He's like, you're paying for it. Again, what a scumbag. Like, he visits him and he's like, you're picking up the check.
Well,
Like,
I mean, from his perspective, he's like, well, I'm doing this job for you. That's, a game changer.
Yeah,
The least
I
you
know.
could do is pay for my food.
Don't
It's
get
just
cheap
funny,
on me.
though. Oh, here we go.
Fuck. Yeah.
Never
So
better casting.
I watched The Fly recently, and I know you haven't seen The Fly.
Mm-hmm.
I think The Fly is Jeff Goldblum's best performance.
Sure.
But for a while, this is like the best movie star performance Jeff Goldblum's ever given.
Yeah.
Where he uses this full personality.
Again, man, all of them are so natural in their roles. It's crazy. Like the way Alan's sitting right now with his hands crossed, he looks so uncomfortable in a helicopter. Like all of them are
Also,
just fun.
Hammond's like right by the window. He's hopeful, looking to the future and excited for his creation.
Keeps his hand on the mosquito the whole time.
God.
Yeah.
Also, the idea of a rock star mathematician is really funny.
It is badass, yeah. It is.
He's like, I wear a leather jacket.
He must have used that line several times.
I, as a kid, had such a huge crush on Laura Dern in this movie. Like, I thought she was like my dream
the
woman.
thing, yeah. There it is. Here we go. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
So,
Na, 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 na.
I know we don't like to think about this because John Williams, bless his heart, he's still kicking at his old age, you know? When he passes in his memoriam, what's the first track that's going to play? Do you think it's this? It has to be Star Wars.
Maybe it'll be like Amazing Grace.
Sure.
That's
true.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's probably no. You're right. You're right.
It's gonna be some funeral song, I bet.
Oh, play along. God damn it! We have an hour and a half more of this. This movie's so drab. We have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love the belt thing. He can't make it work.
Well, and I love that it's like an uneasy landing too. Like
Yeah.
coming up, it's like bumpy. Again, I gotta stress, there's this constant, like, weird technological tension throughout it.
Yeah,
know?
it's like nothing really properly works.
Exactly. It's very, like, the criticism is very clear.
Fuck yeah, look at him. God, I love him so much. I love him so much. And I just love Sam Neill. I feel like recently I've discovered a lot of his other movies too.
Sure.
Like Hunt for the Wilder People. In the Mouth of Madness is the one I always tell you about.
Yeah, that's one I really want to watch.
I need to see Event Horizon. That's another like cult one that a lot of people talk about.
Daybreakers.
Oh yeah, Daybreakers.
He's the villain in that movie.
I forget about that, yeah. Look at Hammond.
He's just not that into you.
Richard, oh yeah. That's a Chris pull. She's just thought that interview is the most Chris pull ever.
Oh, the iconic Jeeps.
I can't wait to see it again in Jurassic World.
Yeah, all rusty and destroyed.
And they play the piano version of Jurassic Park. God, can't wait to get to Jurassic World.
Oh, God, all right.
You know who I'm excited to see in Jurassic World? Irfan Khan.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
He
he's
is
great.
great in
He's
that
always
movie.
great. I'm down for him.
Remember when he's like, no, I'll drive the helicopter?
I mean, his line is great when he says, like, they'll give their parents nightmares.
Oh,
that is a good line.
Yeah.
And he delivers it well.
He delivers it like he knows he's in a Jurassic Park movie, which is more than I can say for any of the other characters.
But even here, like, going back to this movie, I love how that you see very clearly the electric fences. It's very clearly setting up the geography. Like, everything comes back later. That electric fence, you're like, oh, it makes sense. It's a dinosaur park. They're going to have electric fences. But you know it's going to come back in a really intense scene.
Yeah, man, I think if you want to talk about any of the things that Spielberg's really good at, it's not just like the whole like spectacle aspect of showing things you've never seen before. It's simple blocking and staging.
Yeah.
Like geography. And he has that in all his movies. He has that in Bridge of Spies, and he has this in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. I said it earlier during the Nedry scene, but it's all communicating with the audience. That's all it is, just simple communication. Like, hey, this is something you're going to want to look at. Hey, this is something you need to know about this character. You know?
This is the best scene in any movie to ever exist. This is insane. Music creeping up. He's seeing something. What is he seeing? Takes the fucking hat off. This is all-star Sam Neill right here. The glasses. She's looking at an extinct leaf. It's like, bitch, look at this. Laura Dern. They're all acting so properly of what it would feel like to see a dinosaur.
Yeah, yeah. Like, you wouldn't be able to process it or wrap your head around it.
Oh, my God. I'm fucking crying.
You baby.
I cry.
Get it together.
I cry every time I watch this scene. Look at the way he's shooting this too.
Yeah,
This low angle. Apparently, this was a last-minute idea by him. Like Spielberg, they got on the day this shot wasn't planned, but he thought it would be amazing to show it low angle, looking up, to give the audience the feeling that they're experiencing.
The scale, yeah.
Crazy son of a bitch.
I went to the 3D screening of this, when they re-released it in 3D,
Yeah.
and I said this already to you off mic, but for listeners who haven't been, the music is so fucking loud and beautiful when you see it in theaters.
Yeah. The score goes like ultra hard when you hear it in speakers. Oh my God, right here.
Yeah, right. The way it lifts up. Ah, it's so
That's
good.
our boy, man.
That's our boy, the Brachiosaurus. I will say, I mean this in a loving way. I mean this. You do see the cracks in the CGI much more in theaters.
Like, it's fortune with this place. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? But again, that's not really even criticizing. It's just an interesting observation. I'm like, oh, its age is showing a little bit.
Sure, of
But
course, yeah. I can't deny that.
Yeah, who cares, right?
The T-Rex right here. Look at how Sam Neill pops up from the right of frame.
Yeah.
I love the staging of this shot.
Right there.
You go. Laura Dern's in the middle, freaking out. Watch her put your head between your knees. Like,
can't
she's
stand
seen him
straight.
do this before. There are a couple. This is the best scene to ever exist in a movie. I'm telling you.
You know what's funny to think about, though?
Real quick.
Yeah,
We just
go
gotta.
ahead.
Oh,
Dude, that shot's so cool.
this is what movies are made for. They move in her. We're gonna.
It's coming up. It's coming up. Right here. It's coming up.
Oh my God. God, his life's works matters. It's real.
Like, your equivalent would be like meeting Neo in real life or something like that.
Sounds so much lamer than what he's experiencing. No, but it's like this guy has worked in theory and looked at bones this entire life, and now he's seeing his life's work come to life.
Yeah.
That's so fucking moving, and Sam Neill sells it so hard. Yeah. Anyways, what were you saying? You were saying
I was almost going to make a joke saying, imagine how awkward this scene would look without the music. Of just him being like, welcome to Jurassic Park with no music behind it.
That's almost every Spielberg movie.
I know, right?
Indiana Jones just walking around.
Yeah, I know. Indiana Jones running from a boulder with no music behind it.
Yeah. Spielberg's made that joke before. He said, like, I make my movie and then John Williams rewrites it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, I love that banner. We'll get to it.
It pays off like fucking crack.
Altaf, you and I have talked about this off mic as well. I'm just contextualizing for listeners, but your favorite scene is the scene we just saw, the Brachiosaurus reveal scene. My favorite is the T-Rex paddock scene.
I know.
So
man.
I'm gonna geek out hard on that scene too.
That's your.
Those are, and it's funny. We always joke that shows a lot about our personalities too.
Oh yeah. Man. I feel like,
man, that music too. The way it kind of gets a little brooding right when it pans up to the T-Rex. It's like the way the movie's warning you, like, hey,
it's coming.
It's a big fucking dinosaur.
And also the excitement you feel as a kid too, to just be like, we're gonna see a T-Rex. Like, I remember that as a kid.
Yeah.
The confidence of this movie to be like, how are we gonna do exposition? We're gonna have them sit in front of a TV.
Yeah.
Not every movie can pull that off.
Well, it earned it because of what we just saw. So our curiosity is right there with the audience, or with the characters too.
It's what I talk about with The Matrix, that the fact that like Morpheus can sit down on the couch and explain everything because the first 30 minutes were just building us with questions.
Exactly, yeah.
Hammond was so pumped for that. He was like, I got this idea. Oh my god. His cane coming into the frame with the mosquito, then pushing into them, questioning how this exists. God. No wonder the other Jurassic Park movies aren't good. You can't like live up to this.
Yeah. I have a mug that's Mr. DNA. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
It's labeled Bingo Dino DNA. That's what it says on it.
Mr. DNA is such a good idea.
Yeah.
I love this like device.
It's also interesting that he has this accent too. Like dinosaurs,
Yeah, it like appeals to this like all-American aspect of commercialism. Of like, we're gonna sell Americans this theme park.
Exactly.
Because ideally, in the theme park, this is what they're gonna have the guests go through in the beginning, right?
Yeah, that's probably all of them are gonna have to watch this.
That's an interesting... I never thought of the fact that Mr. DNA has that kind of southern drawl for a reason.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
And people still say, use that accent to this day when people joke about, like, I just want to see some dinosaurs.
Wow, yeah. Again, as a kid, I was like, why didn't we try this?
Yeah.
I think it's like the best fake movie science to ever exist.
It probably is, yeah.
Because a lot of fake movie science is just gobbledygook that you have another character just say, English, please.
Yeah, I know, right? Those are the worst.
And this movie explains it to you so succinctly and clearly.
It treats the audience like they're not stupid. While still, like, trusting you, that you'll take that leap because it's fiction.
But you'll take that leap because it kind of makes sense.
Exactly, yeah.
It's close enough. That's all Michael Crichton. I think he did come up with all of that. So
Yeah. Credit where credit's due.
I have heard the book itself is way more graphic and has a lot more horror elements.
Have you heard any excerpts from the book, or do you know any differences?
I think you've told me about them, but remind listeners.
Well, we'll get to them. I haven't read the whole book, but I've watched videos. People have done hand-drawn animations and stuff to try to accurately portray what the book was doing.
Yeah,
which is cool. We'll get to it because Nedry's death is a little bit different and more brutal.
Well, yeah, and also Spielberg created that dinosaur that kills.
Yeah.
That's like not a real dinosaur. Yeah, I love Hammond just loving the producing aspect of the theme park.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, we'll write this whole nice little theme, or how he clones himself in the TV projection.
He's the showman,
Yeah, he's a Hugh Jackman, if you will.
All right.
You guys didn't vote on the musicals. We would have done Greatest Showman. You missed out.
You get this instead.
He doesn't know the word animatronics. Is that the joke that he didn't know animatronics, so he said autoerotica?
I don't know.
I don't get that joke. Explain it to me. Oh, I love how nerdy Sam Neill is and Laura Dern.
I know.
Like, no, but we want to know more about that. Oh, this is the best. How he just breaks it.
Again, man, constant tension with the technology. Always.
With the natural order and new technology.
Yeah,
yes.
Totally.
Like, how do we go? How do we go from Jurassic Park to Deadpool Wolverine?
I
How's
don't
that
know.
the trajectory?
Please.
I'm
Please
not
don't.
doing it.
Yeah,
I'm
please
not
no.
doing it. I'm sorry. I'm just like, how did we not make this the standard?
This movie is an unfair standard to all movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, but we should try to live up to it and make great shit all the time. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. As a guy who's never made a movie, I'm aware of how like
We're just consumers.
yeah.
It's like being at a kitchen and being like, "Come on, why can't you guys cook me good food?"
It's important to have high standards, but it's also important to not be like me and be like, "Why did you make Deadpool Wolverine?"
Yeah. There's a line. This is a wonderful scene.
Also, like, it has to be like it's built, right? Like this doesn't seem like CGI.
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
yeah. That's totally practical.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
As a kid, this scene kind of scared me.
Really?
There's something, an aspect of a dinosaur being born freaked me out.
Huh.
I don't know what it was.
It doesn't still? Or it doesn't anymore?
It's still not pleasant to look at for me, but I get excited by how excited Laura Dern and Sam Neill get.
Interesting. Okay.
But there's an aspect of seeing that image that's kind of disturbing to me. And maybe I'm reading too deep into my like 6-year-old mind, but I was like, I wonder if an aspect of it was that it felt like not natural.
Sure.
Like this felt designed by these scientists, and now this dinosaur, like the dinosaur's coming alive against his own will.
Yeah. I mean, do you get the same way watching like, a baby chicken or like a chick being born?
I've never seen a chick being born.
No, I think that would be the main thing to tell if there's a difference. Or if it's only the velociraptor.
God, what a well shot scene, though. I like how he's the only one, like the blocking wise, he's the only one, Jeff Goldblum, that's not like crouching in awe. He's still like kind of skeptical.
He's pacing around. Yeah, he's in thought.
Again, that simple staging of characters, that kind of craft, you don't see that often.
Mm-hmm. And even how that arm just a second ago took the egg. How it, again, man, I don't want to just say the same thing again and again, but like, it just snatched. Oh, that's mine. Don't touch that. You know what I mean? It's commercial property.
If you and I weren't doing a commentary of this together and we were watching this on our own, I feel like you and I would be constantly pausing the movie to talk.
Yeah. Oh, this speech is so good right here.
Oh, well, I mean, it's the speech. There it is. He shows up in the Jurassic World movies.
He does. I know. It was really cool. That's the line. Life finds a way. At this moment, Sam Neill is about to just throw a baby raptor to the ground and crush it.
Oh, look at that fucking close-up. My God. The way he's lit. Okay, well, this is what's great about it, though, right? We just saw a scene that was so joyous and celebrating, like, the potential of humanity and what we can do, and now we're about to see the flip side of it.
Yeah.
We're about to see, like, oh, shit, we went too far. Like, right away, it sets up that tension of the movie.
Yeah. Well, and then we cut straight to this part when
Well, that's
the
what I'm
raptor's
talking
being
about.
fed.
Yeah, exactly.
John Hammond I love how oblivious he is, though.
Well, he's...
So, like, why this would make someone uncomfortable or paranoid or, like...
But my take on it has always been that he kind of knows that this is, like, dangerous, but he's selling them.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what he's doing.
So he has to be this guy like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Deep inside, he knows that, okay, this is kind of dangerous.
Yeah. And it's not until people start getting eaten when he realizes that.
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is kind of just completely oblivious, but I don't know.
I love the way they portray in these shots. I love how
The
Malcolm
grass is
is
in the
just
foreground.
fascinated. Yeah.
Yeah, it tells you everything about each character of how they respond to this.
Exactly.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Look at those shorts, man.
This guy is only topped by the bald guy in Lost World.
Oh, yeah. I love this scene, too, because in a second there's going to be two conversations happening at once.
Yeah, it feels like a movie from the 40s when they do that move.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen any other movie do that.
Yeah, and it's not too like performy like old movies were. It just feels supernatural. Like what would happen if we were all standing together like that? I forget about that detail. That there were originally 8 raptors and then one of them just killed a bunch of them. And now it's just that trio of raptors.
That should have been a sign.
Yeah, exactly. That's so terrifying.
Well, they also. This is during the time where they didn't have someone like Chris Pratt. They didn't have an Owen Grady.
There's no Owen Grady to warn them, drinking his glass bottle of Coca-Cola.
And holding his arms forward, you know? That is like an iconic shot. Like,
Yeah. And that was a cool moment. I'll give it that.
I mean, yeah, sure.
It's worn out, but it was a cool moment.
Even in the theater, I was like, this is kind of dumb.
No, fair enough. I liked it.
Oh, this is also another one of those best scenes ever.
I know, right?
And it's just them having lunch. There was a minute where I thought I wanted to get a tattoo, and it would be the mosquito and the amber.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me about that.
It was either that or Mr. DNA.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I wouldn't be opposed to getting Mr. DNA. I know that's a common tattoo, but I don't care.
I love that line that he says, like, we'll have a coupon day or something.
Oh, I know.
Such an asshole.
This scene with Jeff Goldblum, I feel like, is quoted with so many things nowadays. I remember when the Lion King 2019 remake was happening, people quoted Jeff Goldblum from this movie.
I love this scene so much.
It's like an evergreen scene because everything he's saying is like my cynical brain still believes. I'm like, we've gone too far.
Yeah. I know, it's timeless. That's exactly what it is. That's a perfect way to summarize John Hammond.
But you could put this scene and talk about OpenAI. You could talk about Sora, right? Like, it's still relatable. You immediately start selling it. It's so genius.
Oh, dude, I hate that shot so much of the lawyer laughing. Like, he's just so disregarding of
It's
that.
the equivalent of Mr. Potter yawning during
Yeah.
There, they everyone quoted this when Lion King was coming out 2019.
Yeah.
It was a natural order.
Yeah. Selected them for extinction.
I feel like I've kind of become sort of a Luddite nowadays. Not completely. I still use technology and I'm still getting it.
We still rely on algorithms to do our jobs.
But I've become like a... Oh, God, the rape of the natural world. I forgot that line.
Yeah.
No, it's just like I feel like I've slowly mentally become a Luddite where I feel I'm more and more cynical about any new technological advancement that comes out because it just terrifies the shit out of me. And I feel like that's why this movie speaks to me more as an adult.
Yeah. I can get behind that.
How are you with that kind of stuff nowadays?
I mean, I go back and forth, to be honest. You know, I feel
like you have a healthy relationship with that.
I try. I think it's important to, because like a lot of that stuff is inevitable, and I feel like
It's not going away.
Yeah, and every time period, every generation has like a big thing where they're like, oh, humanity's fucked. These are the horrible times to be living in.
I definitely can get that way.
And yeah, and I just feel like it's always that way. It's been that way since, probably like 1800s when the Industrial Revolution hit, and then, there's always shit that happens that pushes technology, Dude, his acting in that when he delivered that line was so good. how he seemed so like clearly upset, but was still trying to put on that front of like keeping it light.
Richard Attenborough is fucking great,
I
man.
know. He played Santa Claus.
In what movie?
Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, okay.
In the 90s movie with Mara Wilson.
I've never seen that. The kids. These are good kids.
Yeah.
They're like well casted. I mean, Spielberg's always been good at casting kids.
Oh, yeah. He writes kids well, too.
Have you seen the behind the scenes stuff with this movie? With the kids?
Mm.
It's great watching Spielberg direct kids. He's so good at it.
Oh, I'm sure he is, yeah. I even love the detail that these cars are self-driving.
Yeah.
And that's what leads to everything fucking up when like the
I
power
know.
goes out.
I know, man. I mean, yeah, it's fucking, this is evergreen, this movie, in terms of what you can relate it to.
Except this part. This part's pretty outdated. Look, it's the CD. It's a little touchscreen.
I know. Once it gets too specific, it becomes a little bit, yeah.
Immediately just disgusted.
And he's kind of dressed like him.
Yeah, I know. It's adorable. Dude, his body language is so funny.
I love how excited Laura Dern is, though.
No, I know.
This is all a wonder, man.
I know.
Because Spielberg blocks these scenes in such a seamless oneer type of way, and he doesn't take too much time in setting up a million shots for one scene, he's famous for always coming under schedule.
Yeah.
He always finishes early, which is like kind of amazing with how intricate his movies are.
Yeah, and I know, right? You think these movies would be super, meticulous and specific.
But he's so efficient with his filmmaking. Like, he knows exactly where to put the camera and how to move it.
Yeah.
That he doesn't spend any time wasting.
His vision's so precise, he just gets it all done in one go.
Well, I mean, we're about to get our boy Sam Jackson in a second, too.
Oh, yeah.
He also, Sam Jackson, has like an iconic line in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. Because I always remember him as like, oh, this was before he became huge. He had a small supporting role.
Yeah, this is before Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, but he has an iconic line.
Yeah. He just said it.
Did I just talk over it?
You did a little bit.
Fuck.
That's okay.
I thought it was later in the movie.
No, he says it like immediately.
Hold on to your butts.
Oh, this is an iconic moment too.
Well, this is like, ever since I remember when you and I both watched the 1930s King Kong for the first time,
Yeah.
it clocked for us how much Spielberg was inspired
Yeah.
by that movie, because it literally has the same design of the sign.
Well, and he literally says it as they go through the gate. He's like, "What do they got in there? King Kong?"
Oh, I'm dead ass just talking over everything important now.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. This movie, it's a compliment to the movie because it onslaughts us with iconic moments.
The Dilophosaurus.
Yep. So the Dilophosaurus does exist, but the features that it has, like the frill and the poison, those aren't things.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
in the book, it's really big. It's more accurately like really big, and it doesn't have a frill, but it does spit poison in the book. The frill, I think, is a movie invention.
Nedry's death, which will when it happens, I'll talk more about it.
Yeah.
Is a death I reference a lot when I want like a proper villain death. Like whenever there's a villain death that's ugly and gross and the villain really gets knocked out, I'm just like, yeah, that's a good Nedry death. Because whenever there's a character that's like a straight up scumbag and meets his demise, I want him to die in the worst way.
Oh yeah, that's always. I feel like 80s and 90s movies always did that really well.
Yeah.
You know, Alan Rickman being dropped at the end of Die Hard. There are certain deaths that are just satisfying.
Well, and Alan Rickman being dropped is like meh, but I'm talking about like we really want like make a meal out of his death. You know what I mean? Like, you know which one's good? Mission Impossible Fallout, when Henry Cavill dies. First his face gets half burned. And then he gets hooked in the face.
You know what's one that I think of as like is the death scene in MacGruber. Do you remember?
No.
Val Kilmer's death. He gets like shot off. Well, at first you think he dies, then he turns out to be alive and scarred up, and he interrupts the wedding, and they shoot him off a cliff. And then they keep shooting his body while he's falling off the cliff. And then Will Forte like pisses on him, and they're wheeling him out, and he's like taking a dump on him.
Yeah, well, that's like making fun of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's like another great example of like that type of scene.
Hammond has to pay for it later.
Mm-hmm. Look at those legs.
I know.
This guy has like Mike Ehrmantraut energy.
What do you mean?
Like he just has like he's just put together. Don't fuck with him. He has a thing that he lives by, and he knows his shit.
Yeah. He doesn't put any extra sauce on it.
Yeah, but he does know more than you, and you kind of trust that.
Good call. That is kind of exactly like why I like Mike Ehrmantraut.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I know.
But for those of you guys who haven't seen, watch Breaking Bad.
If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, you gotta watch it.
I recommend it. I don't know about you, Chris.
Dude, this would be so disappointing, I will say.
Yeah.
If I were being like hauled around in a self-driving car and I don't see anything.
Especially I don't see a Jurassic Park, especially if I don't see like a T-Rex.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, this part's so good.
Look at the way it's shot too. The three of them.
I know.
Eat, man.
Such a good.
They both look at her. Look how well that shot is.
It's such a good comedy.
And you
beat.
see Sam Neill like kind of smiling.
Yeah.
He's like, "That's my girl."
But even just that statement is just really interesting, though. He says like, you know, man destroys God, man creates dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good line. I don't know what else you want me to say. This is gonna pay off later. Something that I'm like noticing in this movie too, with all like the hullabaloo with the Brachiosaurus, Mr. DNA, we're seeing a lot of shit. This movie's also super patient.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that is not in modern movies as often that I'm noticing, is just like scenes like this where they're just waiting around. And it like works because it's telling a story, but it's just like the pacing of this feels so different. And it works still, but it's just like,
Yeah.
and it's effective too.
And
You
they
know
got
what I mean?
Oh, totally. And the music isn't too show offy. Like the music is so bombastic and awesome, but it knows when to strike. Like in that comedy scene, a lesser composer could have easily hit it with like bomb, ba 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 bomb, ba bomb. You know, when they're like waiting for the T-Rex and don't see it. But the movie trusts the audience is paying attention.
Yeah, and like speaking on that with the music, John Williams, like apparently Spielberg said in an interview, he's like their process working together, John Williams and him. After a movie's shot, they'll sit down, watch the entire movie with no music, and him and Spielberg will like make notes on music should be here or not. So it's such a like a direct process of like John Williams will literally say like I don't want any music here.
Wow.
And Spielberg trusts him wholeheartedly, you know?
Yeah. Like I just love that these scenes don't have music.
This is the
This is like the ultimate cuck scene.
But it's also like is this the hottest version of mansplaining ever? Like,
Well, because yeah, exactly. It's clearly flirting. It's like tasteful mansplaining.
I can't stress how much in love I was with Laura Dern in this movie. I still kind of am. Laura Dern, a person with probably one of the longest necks.
You've seen like close-ups of Laura Dern and Bo Burnham next to each other.
Well, like people have said that he also kind of looks like Tilda Swinton sometimes or whatever.
Oh, interesting. I can mildly see that.
But yeah, I definitely see Laura Dern. Yeah, long necks, Laura Dern and Nicole Kidman.
All right. Yeah. I never thought about Nicole Kidman's neck.
Give me a few. Come on.
Who are your long-necked actors? Benedict Cumberbatch. He's probably got a long neck.
I mean, either you know or not, man.
I think I can picture it.
Oh, right here. Talking to myself. Sorry, the editing of that was great. Like, he takes a breath and then it cuts out. I've seen this movie so many times where I'm like pointing out breathing. Like,
yeah, exactly. The little tiniest of details.
You want this last apple slice, by the way?
Oh, I'm okay, but thank you.
Okay. Did you eat enough apples? I feel like I ate more than you.
No, I ate enough. I'm good.
Okay,
But thank
good.
you.
Barbasol. I like how he runs after him.
I know,
So
I
anyways,
can't keep up with him.
I'd be the lawyer. I'm like, guys, there's live dinosaurs. I'm not just walking around.
This is not safe.
She's so thrilled.
Yeah.
She's like, my boy's becoming daddy.
Well, and it's like, it's focused. The movie's just focused. Like, they're walking from one thing to another because they saw the dinosaur stuff.
And they're still tackling the themes of parenthood.
Yeah, even just walking to the plot, it's still, like, the emotional arc is still in motion.
Yeah. This is another great, like, practical.
Oh, I know. Remember how Jurassic World tried to do this?
No.
There was, like, that one moment when the dinosaur's head was in Chris Pratt's lap.
Oh, I forget. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the sound design that elevates this
It's
animatronic.
specifically the Laura Dern hugging it shot
Yeah.
that I love. Oh, look at her. Look at how happy she is. Oh my god.
Man, imagine putting your hands on one of those.
And it's sick too. That's what's really sad about it. But oh god. Oh, it lifts its little leg.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like every guy at like a zoo or a park. Like that dude in the cap right there. Ma'am, yeah, so if you touch it right there, you can feel it breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Sam Neill hugging it. Yeah, that's right. I thought it was Laura Dern hugging it for a second. My bad.
I just think of all the GIFs
Oh, yeah.
when they edit him over
Jeff Goldblum?
Jeff Goldblum's bare chest.
That's the best one, yeah. I forgot about that shot. I can't wait to get to that shot.
I know.
You know what's great about Laura Dern in this movie?
Huh.
She plays these scenes really well, but then the second half of the movie, she plays a pretty effective scream queen.
Oh, she's so good in general. Like, she's so perfect for this role.
I like her in Jurassic Park 3 as wife from home.
I know, right? But then remember, she calls the military.
Yeah, she does. Or when Sam Neill just picks up a phone from a pile of shit.
Yeah.
That movie's so funny.
Yeah, we'll get to that one, man.
The movie's directed by Joe Johnston, Jurassic Park 3. Mm-hmm. He's the same guy who directed, I think, October Sky and the first Captain America movie.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
They're making a new Jurassic World movie right now.
Isn't David Koepp writing it too?
I don't know.
I thought he was writing the script.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Dude, imagine the smell.
Oh,
I know, it's fucking brutal. But like, I can't imagine how rancid that much shit must smell.
I know.
Because like we've all seen like fertilizer and manure, but like imagine like fresh shit.
I just think it's cool that it's like building upon her character that she's a person that's like has no problem sticking her hand in a big pile of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this is her job. Famous last words.
I know, right? And the horror stuff slowly begins.
God, the speed in which he delivers that dialogue.
I know.
I wonder if that's like a prop that's been sold in like auctions or whatever.
Oh yeah, for charity or something. God, his acting is so good here too, of being nervous.
He also just like has such a thick neck. Like it's just like barely any neck.
Yeah, it's like its own character.
I know. Like, a lot of neck talk in this,
I know.
which sounds kind of gross, but still. I like that little wallpaper of a girl in a bikini, like that kind of tiny. Okay,
No, he's so sleazy.
yeah, I think there was like a candy wrapper. There's all these like details of his desk that are like, oh, what a scumbag.
I know.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he
Yeah.
had kids. That happens in Lost World where you see his kid.
Mm-hmm. Such a good line.
Julianne Moore
Yeah.
is his wife.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sarah, I think is her character's name.
You said Sarah kind of like Forrest Gump.
Sarah.
Yeah, you kind of had that cadence a little bit. And then I saw Sarah.
She was no Jenny.
But then again, who was? You know, people give shit to Forrest for being obsessed over Jenny. If Robin Wright was in my life, I wouldn't stop thinking about her.
Your life would have fallen apart for her, you know?
Yeah. Jenny.
God, that's so cool looking.
I
I remember
feel-
as a kid, I always thought that was so cool. All those little embryo containers.
If I ever was like decided to go into acting or whatever, this is a type of character I'd love to play. This guy that just like he's introduced wearing this Hawaiian shirt, gets some money to perform some job.
Then get eaten and have a crazy death scene that's iconic.
This is like honestly the best role. I would love to have a great kill in a Spielberg movie.
This is another like ASMR scene that I always thought was really satisfying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Something about him picking up those little bits and making the sound and closing the container and all that.
That noise when he like closes the containers is
Yeah.
satisfying. I get that.
Like this part. Like that's always cool to me as a kid.
Yeah.
I think it's, we all talk about this, but in Toy Story 2, when he's like fixing up Woody,
yeah.
it's known as one of the best, ASMR scenes.
Yeah, I've watched that like as I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
He starts like freaking out. Shooter!
That's all he yells every time he gets nervous. We got the test results back. Shooter!
It feels like a Naked Gun joke.
Yeah. Ever since I had my drinking problem, splashes the drink on his face.
Airplane man.
So, in the book for Jurassic Park, the Dilophosaurus is a lot bigger. I think I said that. It's like 9 feet tall or something like that.
Right.
Which might be, I don't know if it's more scientifically accurate, because they kind of do fuck with the scalings and proportions of the dinosaurs. But his death is a lot more brutal in the book.
What's that taped on his computer, that black and white photo?
I know, I almost thought that was like Oppenheimer or something.
Yeah. He's inspired by him. I didn't know Cillian Murphy was like that big of a thing to put his photo on there.
God, shut the fuck up.
No, I'm just... All right, I'll shut up, but I'm just... It's kind of weird, right? You got to admit. I'll be quiet, though. Yeah, it's fine.
Listeners can't see your face, that you're clearly laughing. Just I feel like listeners for a second are like, wait, are they actually
mad? If listeners thought that I was really upset that Chris didn't agree about the Cillian Murphy thing, guys, I'm obviously joking.
Oh, that part's so stressful right here. How we...
Oh,
that is Oppenheimer. Okay, straight up. Okay, cool.
Wow. Good one.
It's Cillian Murphy.
What are you talking about? Anti-chemistry, Oh yeah, doesn't the no.
I want to know who made that.
Oh yeah. I've thought about that too. I can see him making it. He's good with computers.
That's true.
I
had a coworker at the store I worked at that I used to make go you didn't say the magic word.
Oh,
you can guess which one this is.
Yeah, I know who this is. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is the scene.
You know what's crazy?
What?
The upcoming shot with the water.
Mm-hmm.
With the movie that has so many dinosaur shots and great shots, the water shot might be the most iconic thing from this movie.
Oh yeah.
It's like the most like quoted, memed thing ever.
Incredibly true.
If you guys don't know, I'm not going to reiterate here because it's a long story, but look up the behind the scenes on how they got the water shot. It's so handmade and practical, and it took them forever to figure out the perfect ripple.
Yeah.
Long story short, they used a guitar string attached to the back of the car and then strummed it trying to get the perfect shot.
Yeah, so cool. You guys should look it up.
Oh yeah, the night vision goggles. I will say it's unfortunate, but the girl here makes some really dumb moves with a flashlight in a second.
Oh yeah.
It always, even as a kid, it pissed me off. Like,
I also love that Alan's paired up with Ian Malcolm too.
yeah.
Someone he doesn't really like.
They're kind of getting along though now. The little water handoff and the smirk,
It's like, they're getting there where it's like, he's learning something from Ian though, a little bit.
He's also learning that Ian's smarter than he lets on to be.
Yeah.
Like, this guy knows his shit.
Well, even just earlier too, how he said, "Have you checked on the kids?" And he's like, "Why would you need to check?" Oh yeah, here we go.
Sorry, yeah. Ah, there you go.
Don't do that into a mic.
Look at that.
The listeners like, ugh.
They probably feel the same way looking at the shot.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god.
I heard Roger Clark had to re-record his lines talking to his horse on Red Dead Redemption 2 because they told him he sounded a little too intimate with the horse. The way he would be like, "You're all right, girl." You know?
Is that, okay, whoa, this is too horny.
Yeah, they were like, it's a little too far. Dude, the tension in the scene's so perfectly built. And notice how the camera angles are more buggy, too.
It's more anamorphic, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the right usage of the term, but...
Yeah, I like to call it buggy when it's like bulging in the frame.
Yes, totally.
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff right there. You can still barely see it. It's still obscured.
Now we got it. Oh, and it's a fucking animatronic
I know,
shot,
man.
dude.
And you can only see its head poking out from the tree.
This is another one of those scenes where I'm like, this should be the bar.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you geek out on this because I know I geeked out over the Brachiosaurus stuff.
Oh, yeah,
but goddamn. Oh, by the way, a lawyer, a shitty guy, gets a really ugly death.
Yeah, he does get a very humiliating death. I always love that joke that he tells.
You and I, as boys who've had gut problems, have quoted that a lot too.
Oh, yeah. Oh. The sound design, man.
I was just about to say it. I know.
The creaking of the fences, dude.
Well, even the fences snapping sounded like strings.
Oh.
There's our boy. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
I love that line too.
That's the line. That's a line you've quoted to me a lot.
I do like to jokingly say that one. Yeah, right here
God,
coming up. This is what
so
you were talking
dumb.
about.
Yeah,
I still don't fully know what she was trying to accomplish
I have
here.
no idea.
Because I want to feel for the kid, because kids do dumb shit, and everyone does dumb shit when they're panicking and when they're stressed. But I'm like, what
is she trying to shine the
actually
light
do?
on?
Was she
Anyway.
trying to wave for help to Alan? Was she trying to, I don't know. Oh, this part scares the shit out of me right here too. When he's it's so good, dude. I gotta stress, man, when I saw this in theaters, so fucking cool.
I've never seen this in theaters. I'm so jealous.
I was a teenager and I was with my girlfriend at the time, and it was her first time watching this movie too.
Really?
Oh yeah, and I saw her squirm in her seat next to me, have a full-on visceral reaction. This shot right here, dude, right here, dude, it's so good.
Oh my god. The nudge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because
my
it behaves
God.
like an actual animal. They don't make it a monster that's like this malicious thing trying to kill. It's like curious. It's obviously looking for food.
I
but
had to pop open my headphones because his roar was so loud.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's to your point though. It is still curious.
Yeah. Because rhinos do this shit. Have you seen a rhino tip over a car?
Oh yeah. I've seen those
Crazy.
videos. Oh, by the way, when the head goes through the car,
Yeah. Right here.
this is it. This is the part that as a kid freaked me out. So
That's terrifying, dude.
that POV shot. Oh my god, this is horrifying.
I mean, I feel like if that happened in real life, it would just break their legs. It would just push too hard against them.
yeah, still, it's insane.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
But I do like it's two kids that Sam Neill is now having to go save.
Yeah.
That it still tells a story.
And I love that it bites at the tires like it thinks the car is food.
Look at its weak ass arms.
I know, it is a strange thing that biologically the T-Rexes just had tiny little hands. Oh, coming up is probably the sexiest shot in the whole movie. This is the shot coming up that's my favorite, when he lights the flare.
Is this your favorite shot in the movie?
It might be, yeah, this sequence. This is when it gets super scary, too. When the kids are almost crushed.
I mean, this is re-release posters have used this image that's about to come up.
Yeah. Right here, this shot, dude.
Yeah. Oh.
Look at
So all in a wide.
Yeah, dude. And but this shot coming up too. Right when he's running, this part. Oh my fucking god, dude, that's so scary.
Oh my god. Dude,
But it also highlights how badass Malcolm is too.
I need to ask something though. What that level of fear I haven't felt in any of the modern Jurassic World movies.
Yeah.
Why haven't they been able to achieve that?
Dude, sorry. This is the humiliating death he talked about. He's on the can.
I know. Do you know what I mean? Like, Malcolm running away from the T-Rex is so fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Why hasn't any Jurassic World movie looked like that or has been terrifying like that? They've tried to achieve stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. It's insane.
It's because of the buildup. And again, because they make the T-Rex... It's kind of like Nope, what we talked about, where it's like, you don't have to understand the monster, you got to come to an agreement with it.
Yes.
And like, I think the usage of the flares of trying to distract it, it just feels like they're dealing with an animal they don't understand.
Yeah, you feel like the hopelessness.
In the Jurassic World movies...
oh my god, the air blowing off his hat.
I know, it's so sexy.
The Jurassic World movies?
The Jurassic World movies is with... what's the name of the engineered monster again?
Oh, Gigantosaurus? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever that monster is, it feels like an evil monster, not like an animal.
Yeah, because it's literally designed.
Yeah, exactly. So it takes away the
mystery.
Yeah. That like nature aspect.
Well,
of it.
yeah, we'll talk about Jurassic World when we get to it.
I know. I'm sure you've heard this is like a very well-known plot hole.
Oh yeah,
all of a sudden how it just dips, even though a second ago it came in through the broken paddock.
It's one of those plot holes that is just fun.
Yeah, we just accept it. We love it.
But it's also just like kind of fun to point out in a perfect movie that kind of mistake exists.
Yeah. It's like when your really cool uncle visits you for family and then says one kind of off-the-wall boomer thing, and you're kind of like, I'll let that go, because this person's really cool.
Everything else about him is kind of tight.
Yeah. This part is so stressful, though. I think I really reclaimed my love for this movie, and this sequence in particular, when I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
Because I always loved it, because of course it's Jurassic Park. Every kid loves Jurassic Park.
But it hits you in a different way.
Yeah.
I saw E.T. and Jaws in theaters last year. And by last year, I mean 2023, sorry.
Yeah.
And I like fell in love with Jaws again. E.T. I had the same feeling, which I'm like, this movie makes me bawl my eyes out. Jaws, I fell in love with a new way seeing in theaters.
Yeah.
Especially seeing it in a crowd. It was a packed crowd in July, so it was perfect time to see Jaws. But also, there was many people in my theater that was clear they had never seen the movie before.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
There was literally a couple next to me where the girlfriend had never seen it before, and many people reacted in like in a way where I knew. Mm-hmm. And that was exciting.
Yeah, that must be cool to feel and see.
It must have been cool for you to like watch it with your girlfriend too in the theater, and just to be like, "Whoa, this movie hits in that way still."
Dude, that'd be so annoying if that's still looping.
Cut to Dennis.
So, in the book, Dennis sees the Dilophosaurus staring at him far up ahead already, like barely illuminated in the dark.
Yeah.
And but similar deal, it spits poison at him.
Okay.
And but it ends up nailing him in the eye, and he goes blind from it. Same kind of thing, and it describes it in a horrifying way because it's a book. You know, it felt like hot knives in the back of his head, all this shit, right?
It's funny. This movie plays it off like a slapstick Bugs Bunny scene.
No, it's like horror in the book. And when he's blind, he said he feels almost what feels like a hot knife go through his belly all of a sudden. He can't see, so it's describing it like you don't know what it is.
It's describing like a Stephen King scene.
Yeah, and then he said he felt something warm in his hands. He realized his intestines spilled out into his hands.
Jesus.
And then he falls.
You don't have to go through the entire death scene, just in case people want to see it.
It's just in the book, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm talking about the difference in the book.
Okay.
And it just picks him up by its head. Like he literally, like his head is in the animal's jaws, and it lifts him up all the way in the air.
Yeah, I think the reason why they maybe went for more of a funny take on this scene than the book, which is obviously more scary, is probably because like we just went through a sequence that was so tense and horrifying that we need some levity. So let's see Nedry get fucked up.
For sure, yeah. And a scene like that just is too brutal for a movie too.
Yeah, especially the whole like him holding his intestines.
Yeah, that's just fucked up.
That's right. Now the fact that the miracle about this movie is that it's PG-13.
Oh yeah. If it was directly like accurately based off the book, it would be hard R.
Like I forget that this movie's PG-13.
People have like petition for HBO to do like like Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park to do like a book accurate version.
Yeah, I don't.
If that ever got made, of course
There's gonna be like 4 episodes in there that are boring as hell.
Maybe so.
Movies shouldn't be TV shows.
Yeah, maybe so.
I'd watch it.
I felt like the eggs cooking in your brain a little bit. You're like, well, maybe I'd check it out.
But it would depend on who it was. I also I don't know. I watched Dune Prophecy and that was a shit show, so I was like, I can't do it.
This scene is amazing. This is like an honorary mention when it comes to my favorite Jurassic Park scenes.
Yeah, this is definitely an honorable mention scene. I also love the set here. Look at that. The waterfall.
Yeah, it's it's a very interesting like location.
The Jeep shining the light. It's perfect.
And the weird little sounds that it makes.
Oh. I love how it goes like fucking handheld. Goes to Dutch angle. Oh no. The embryos. Oh, that reveal.
I love that it pans away to that.
And it's
covered
like
in mud.
yeah, exactly. I will say the actress who plays the girl, we haven't given her enough credit. She really sells the terror.
Oh yeah,
like that shot of her like straight up screaming. We talked over it. Is just as iconic. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Even still right here. Yeah,
she's selling the shit out of how scared she is.
Yeah. And she's still repeating, he left us.
Oh, look at him being daddy.
I know, right? Papa Allen.
Papa Allen. I mean, that's his arc.
Yeah.
My
girlfriend and I called Joel.
him and Laura Dern in this movie fucked right after they got back
right
home.
when they got back.
They're like, we're having kids immediately.
My girlfriend and I like to call Joel from Last of Us Papa Joel.
Yeah, sure. He's a daddy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, his arc is becoming a daddy again. He was like, I was daddy. Being daddy hurt me. Can't be daddy again. And then by the end of the game, he's daddy.
Yeah. It's a mildly simplistic, analysis, but, I would say that's accurate.
No, that's what Last of Us is. Yeah. It's mildly simplistic. I'm just kidding. I love Last of Us. I just want to make that clear for listeners. I don't play that many games, but I played both Last of Us.
I just said this to you off mic, but sometimes you speak like you're trying to cover up leaks.
I know. Tim's like, yeah, what's up? Like, Tim woke up in the most chill way possible. He's like, yeah, what's going on?
He's clearly, like, just frozen at this point.
Oh, that is like the most little kid thing ever. It's like, it's so gross.
So all things considered, Timmy, you handled that really well. If all you did was throw up, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, Tim does feel kind of like he had all this cockiness of like, I know all about dinosaurs. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then he just got scared when he saw a T-Rex. So he does feel a little bit of shame in a way.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
And that's why I love when Alan's like, I'm not going to tell anyone you threw up. Like, it's okay.
Of all things going on, no one's going to give a shit you threw up.
I'm glad you're fucking alive.
And have all of your fingers and toes and limbs.
Fingers and toes and limbs, oh my.
Nice.
Wizard of Oz, you know?
And also, even if you did build a treehouse, there's a ladder that they've attached to it. It's not like you just climb branches to get to it.
Okay, CinemaSins. Ding.
Come on, man. We should bring a bell to commentary tracks. Whatever we do with the bell, we'll just...
Oh my god, what a shot.
That is a great shot.
That's a good. We're basically doing Cliff Booth from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's a good
this movie.
shot.
It's a good shot. Remember when Rick asked him, because Rick is like chewing gum in one of the episodes, and he asked Cliff, he's like, "You like the chewing gum?" And he's like, "Yeah, strong." That's like me. Like, I need validation from you.
Oh yeah. Doesn't bother me. I like driving you around.
Hauling you around the Hollywood Hills, taking care of your house. But I haven't been your stuntman in quite a while.
Oh shit, dude, that part looks so good still.
How did they pull that off?
I know.
That's such a cool stunt.
That's such a good line too.
I know. Dude, that's in a wide, still no cuts. How did they do that?
I know.
I can't believe I'm still asking that.
It must be, exactly. It must have been compositing. You know, it must be one shot of them ducking, then another falling, and they mix them together.
Okay. Take away the magic.
Take away the magic.
I like that little slip. That was real.
Yeah. I gotta stress, man, those rain jackets are dirty and it's like not fully on. It's like unbuttoned and like hanging off. Dude, Spielberg's so fucking good at that.
They had like costume people put mud on it.
That's what if this was made today, they'd all be perfectly buttoned up all the way, slick and clean.
Have a little umbrella.
Have a little umbrella. That wouldn't even be wet.
Yeah. Like drinking tea.
And that's
but I get you.
If he slipped, they would have had them do a retake because it looks stupid.
I know, man.
That's a great line too.
This movie's sick. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It rules.
That's funny.
Again,
being like, fucking move me. What do you mean?
I'm gonna say the word. You play a drinking game if you want to, but just that simple blocking of Jeff Goldblum's head popping into frame, not doing a close up, not cutting around, just knowing that will play as a joke.
I know. So the geography here I kind of question because I was like 50 feet lower. How do they get there immediately?
It's your point of just like the uncle saying a boomer thing, the cool uncle where it's just like you forgive it because the rest of the movie's so fucking good.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, that's cute. It's also kind of wholesome. You're just like, wow, a perfect movie like this can kind of fuck up still.
Yeah.
I mean, continuity, you know. Oh, I just want to stay. Look at him backlit by the focus. Moon. Fuck.
He's coping with his fear by relying on science.
Yeah, I wonder. There's someone who's sitting right next to me that kind of does that.
I mean, I wish I knew what an impact tremor was. I wish I was that good at it.
You know, but you are very much like Malcolm. When we're in a tough situation, you do battle it with you battle your own fear with like facts.
Logic. Yeah.
You're like, okay, so what's happening here? Let me look at this. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, this shot's so good. This whole sequence is so cool.
I mean, we're about to get the mirror shot, right?
Yeah. Right there.
How is that real?
I know.
Bloody shoot!
Well, think from Ellie. Wow, why am I drawing a blank on her name? Laura Dern.
Yeah.
Think from her perspective. This is her introduction to the T-Rex.
Oh yeah,
she didn't get it the whole previous paddock scene.
I forget she didn't see it. I
also love the small detail that the T-Rex slows down, like it gets winded and stops.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they could have easily done it where they made a turn and escaped it, but it actually slowed down.
You think I'm down the turn? That's good. No, but you're right. The fact that it gets kind of winded is really good. It's a good detail.
I remember that happened on 28 Days Later.
Oh,
remember they barely got the car working and it drove, and then the zombies just stop.
I think the VHS that I saw Jurassic Park for the first time on is still in my home.
Oh, really?
That's
cool.
back where I'm from. Because that's what I saw it on first. Like I remember my dad bought the VHS from some store.
Yeah.
And he had seen it already before. And he showed me it.
Oh, I forgot to tell you or show you or send you a picture. I got a a gift for Christmas that was a Christmas ornament,
Yeah.
but it was the Jurassic Park VHS.
That's pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool. That's a good gift.
Oh, this part's so beautiful.
Again, it always like contrasts like your the tones of each scene. Like you'll have like a terrifying tense scene with something like either funny or beautiful right afterwards.
Yeah. And it's not undercutting it with a joke, you know?
No. It moves the story forward.
Exactly.
Like this is basically Sam Neill's character bonding with the kids loving him realizing that he could be a great dad if he wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and like the jokes too, like, you know, when Ian Malcolm says, like, think they'll have that on the tour, it's like one line and that's it. It doesn't make a meal out of it like a lot of movies nowadays do, where it'll be like, what do you mean? This and that. And they do some improv riffing for like 30 seconds.
It earns it.
And it earns it, exactly.
Yeah, that's, I think, I don't mind jokes in a blockbuster movie. I mind them when it doesn't feel like they earned them and it feels like they just did a punch-up job.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, this movie
like,
feels like it was written.
When Ian Malcolm says a joke, that might have been Jeff Goldblum doing an improv, but it feels like that's what his character would say.
Exactly. Like Alan would never say something like that.
Like if you look at like even in the Anchorman movies, those movies are famous for being like 90% improv, right? But all the things that those characters say feel like it would come from them.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't feel like, oh, they just wrote this earlier. Da, da, da. That's pretty good. That's good. Damn. God, look at him being daddy, man.
It's getting a little homoerotic in here, man.
Daddy Grant. That's all.
Daddy Grant.
What do you think that shot was about? Him dropping that? Because that's what he's been holding on to when he first threatened the kid. Is that like kind of symbolizing him warming up to children?
Maybe so, yeah. I don't know. I never really put much thought into it, to be honest. I'm so used to it.
But that's such a specific, like he's been holding on to that ever since he threatened that kid.
Yeah.
And now, like the moment where he's bonding with kids, he lets that go.
Well, it seemed like that's just his thing that he carries. Like no one seemed surprised when he took it out either. Like it just seemed like his kind of little token or trinket that he just kind of keeps with him for good luck or something.
But they make it a point that they cut to a close up of that falling to the ground.
Exactly.
You know?
So when he throws it away, it does mean something, of course.
Oh, I really like this scene. It's all set in this like gift shop environment.
Yeah.
This like heart to heart that Richard Attenborough, Laura Dern have. Yeah, he needed the morphine.
Yeah. I love that he's eating ice cream while they talk about this.
I know, because he's still trying to keep the dream alive a little bit. At least that's how I read it.
Sure.
Like for him, he's still trying to like remember why he loved this.
Yeah, yeah.
So eating ice cream is like this sweet like metaphor, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm reaching. I don't know.
No, but there is a point to it. He's always kind of in denial and talking about, you know, his park falling apart and he's just eating ice cream.
He's eating his feelings.
Yeah, I mean, the power went out, so the ice cream's melting. That's a practical reason.
God, what a performance.
I know, his acting is so good.
But it's like he cares so much about it.
Yeah.
He's still
Yeah.
trying to backpedal. He's like, I can fix this. Like, I know
Yeah.
what to do now. I can do it right the next
You
time.
almost feel sorry for him right here.
There's a desperation to pick up the like fallen pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love an underrated part about this movie is that like that scene that makes me fucking cry, the Brachiosaurus scene, is kind of a trick that Spielberg is pulling on
Yeah.
the audience. It's like, yeah, see the spectacle, you guys are amazed by it. But now we're gonna show you how anybody can kind of fall under the trap of that and what's dangerous about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, even as me, the audience now, I fall under the trap and then I quickly realize, oh, this shit is wrong.
Yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
It's really cool. This is a good movie.
And then she takes a bite of the ice cream.
Oh, fucking hell. What a fucking... They should just run over and give, like, the David Koepp the Oscar. David
They should just
Koepp
never.
wrote it, right?
Yeah. He also wrote Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. It's
pretty cool.
That's fucking sick. He wrote 2 of my favorite movies of all time. I literally have a Spider-Man poster behind me as we speak and a Jurassic Park poster right in front of me.
This scene's so good. That animatronic looks so fucking good.
I know. No, it's like smiling.
I would be scared of it pulling me off of the tree.
Same.
Like, that thing is so strong.
I could just yeet him off of it.
It is really funny how proportionally weak we are as a species.
Oh, I know.
Like, when it comes to like actual physical strength and how fast we run, we are so pathetic compared to all other animals.
Oh yeah, man. When I went to the San Diego Zoo, I fed a giraffe for the first time.
Oh,
which
yeah.
which is what this scene's kind of reminding me of. And I loved it so much. It was like one of my favorite things I've ever done. But when I was feeding it, there was a small part of me. I was like, what if it just pulled me right now?
Exactly.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah. Oh. That's such a Spielberg moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's super like ET coded.
It's ET coded.
Why do you harp on the one slang that I use? You use it so many times. I see you try to force in like
And you give
ad
me-
nauseum or certain phrases.
You give me just as much shit for it.
No, eventually I do.
Okay, so how long
Eventually.
do I have to wait before I could give you shit for
I
it?
know longer than what you're giving me is all I'm saying. Longer than what you're giving me. The first time you ever heard it is when you started giving me shit.
That's fair. I don't even give you a chance. That's fair. Life finds a way.
What are you, stupid, Lex? Do you not pay attention to the tour?
Again, when I watched this scene when I was a kid, as a 6-year-old, I understood everything he was saying.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of amazing that they're able to explain this to me without having a Michael Pena be like, hey, can you talk to someone that understands? Or
Well, yeah, and like he delivers it and he's so like passionate and excited by this new discovery.
that you're leaning in.
Yeah, and he's like smelling the eggs and looking at it deeply.
By the way, you didn't shout out my Michael Pena pull, like how I brought out Michael Pena. Because Michael Pena was in The Martian and he kind of had that kind of...
Oh, I was thinking of Ant-Man.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That's what I was thinking of when Michael Pena tells like the stories and they cut away.
I forgot, you haven't seen The Martian.
I've seen The Martian.
haven't
The fuck are you talking about?
You haven't really seen it. You saw
What are
like one time, you don't remember it.
What are you doing, man?
I don't know.
Get a little loopy.
Don't come at me and say you've seen The Martian. By the way, we talked over Jeff Goldblum showing chest. That was my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. And also, I love you, man. I'm sorry. Chris was starting to give me a face. I was like, hey, calm down.
Like, knock it off,
Yeah,
buddy.
like I could feel it. He was like, I know we're joking, but calm down.
First of all, I have seen The Martian. I don't know where you're going with that joke. I'm just straight up senile. I paid for a ticket and saw it in theaters. And you put me in this spot where I have to explain it to you. I can't like defend myself in front of an audience that's listening to this.
All right, man. I'm sorry. Damn, Sam Jackson looks really cool here.
Again, man, it's all the costume design choices. Like he's stressed.
His tie is off.
Yeah, exactly.
It was such a huge moment for him to be like, to give up fully.
Yeah. What if he had like a button with like a skull and crossbones?
That would be pretty
And
good.
then he's like, all right, you know, they push it and at like 30 minutes to
I always thought about
evacuate.
like, people who design that kind of shit to just be like, all right, look at that shot. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hold on to your butts.
There we go. We got it again.
Thank God. God, he looks so cool smoking a cigarette. Damn, Spielberg went off with this lighting, man. There you go. That's my Gen Z went off. He cooked with the lighting.
He cooked with that lighting.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you some.
Spielberg fans are eating good.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a good one. That's a reference to something that we won't say what, but it makes Chris and I laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
He really, I'm not even joking. He did kind of go off with this lighting. It's insane. Yeah. He loved these silhouettes. So I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like this is the first like model scene that they showed like when they were experimenting with the CGI.
Mm.
And that's when like apparently like when they first saw it work properly, Kathleen Kennedy, Frank Marshall, all of them like kind of just stood up. They were like, dear God.
I mean, I can only imagine because we're so desensitized to CGI now, but how much of a game changer that would be.
But the fact that like by the end when they show the full T-Rex
in
CGI, that was a revolutionary.
Then like a decade later, the Star Wars prequels come out.
I know. This shot's still pretty cool, I will say.
It looks great, yeah.
Like to your point though, some of the CGI here does age, but I don't mind it because it's still staged really well. You know,
it's still staged well, and there's still clearly love put into it.
Yeah,
it's like anything. It's like, you know, like that part at the end of RoboCop when he falls out of the building. You see the arms are disproportionately long, famously.
Oh yeah,
it's like you forgive it because you know it's made with human hands, and I feel the same way about this one.
Oh my God!
Like that scene must have looked crazy at the time, especially though.
I want to go now. Just look how it eats. I love that.
Dude, Alan has this like sick like look where he's like, yeah, look at that shit.
I know. Oh, I love that. There's so many like physical representations of him warming up to the kids as a dad, which I love. Do you think when this actor gets to say the line "clever girl," he basically was like, well, I shouldn't act again. I'm never going to talk that.
I'm done. I did my part in cinema. You got to know when to hang up the gloves, you know?
The pirates don't eat the tourists. I always love that line.
Oh, yeah. That's one of my favorites.
You've quoted it a lot.
I love that line, yeah.
What are you going to do? I'm going to shoot her. It's always like bad tee-ups to the line, too.
What if then they like remaster it and CGI in like young Chris Pratt, who's there kind of following them along?
Yeah, you see him in the corner trying to put the velociraptors at bay.
What kind of dinosaur they got cooking up in there? Or what's his? Isn't that his line in the Jurassic World trailer?
I don't know his line from the Jurassic World trailer.
What kind of dinosaur they got cooking up in there? Or something like that. He says something along those lines.
Don't quote the trailer to me.
I think he says it in the actual movie, to be fair, but I remember it from the trailer.
You know what movie I've heard is pretty good?
Hmm.
Fallen Kingdom.
Interesting. Okay. I haven't heard that, but
People like when people talk about the Jurassic World trilogy, they say that Fallen Kingdom might be the best one.
okay, gotcha.
The first one I saw in theaters, and
Yeah.
I saw it with my dad, and me and my dad did have a lot of fun with it.
It's an entertaining movie. I will say, yeah, Jurassic World is an entertaining movie.
The first Jurassic World, I look at it as like the first Michael Bay Transformers, where I'm like, it's fun though, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Except Transformers isn't in the shadow of like one of the greatest movies ever made. That's like a big difference, I think. If it just came out standalone on its own, we would think it's a very okay thriller adventure movie.
But here's where I'm at. Nothing is ever going to be good as Jurassic
But the
Park.
thing is, though, man, I understand that. I'm not looking for up to this quality. But, and again, we'll get to it when we get to this movie.
I will say, I'm biting my tongue because I was saying about an hour ago that all movies should have the standard of Jurassic Park.
Except Jurassic Park, apparently.
So I'm a big fat hypocrite. There you go. I just realized that. I was like, I don't want people to comment. I just said, like you said, I'm always plugging up leaks.
But yeah. I'll get to it. I'll save my breath. I'll focus on this movie. This guy's cooking.
He really is. He's kind of eating with this role right now.
This part's so intense.
This is where Laura Dern turns into full scream queen. I love it.
Yeah, this is where she channels her inner like Ellen Ripley.
Yeah.
You know.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah. Have you heard the joke that like a ton of horror movies are just stemmed from men not listening to women?
Yeah. I
like
have.
the plot line of horror movies come from that.
Would you say the same thing about Get Out, Chris?
Wow, that was actually pretty quick. How
I
you
know,
found
right?
like the one exception.
Yeah. I'm kind of proud of that. I was thinking really hard for like 5 seconds, and I was like, I got it. Dude, I love them two together.
His hatred to Ian Malcolm is like the stuff of legends.
Well, that's why it makes it work that they're now stuck together in a room. Yeah. They do a good job of pairing characters in this movie.
I know.
Because the characters get separated so quickly that they make the dynamics really work. Oh, I always love this sequence.
Yeah. You're talking about the funny part coming up?
Yeah. I always got a kick out of it. Look at her screaming.
And then Tim covers his eyes.
Aww.
Covering his eyes is such a feel. Like when I was young, I would turn my head away really quickly if something scared me.
I'm trying to think how I was when I got scared. I was a big like flincher. Like I would like be my whole body would react if I was scared, which I still kind of am like that.
You do flinch a lot, yeah, pretty easily.
Oh, this is like a pretty iconic jump scare.
Yeah,
Upcoming.
coming up. Still have a little bit, but it's
Oh, we
coming
do.
up.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Never mind. I like how he's never been here, but he's giving more clear directions. That's why you end up loving Malcolm. He's just like, he is really smart
Yeah.
and resourceful. He's not just like a wisecracking guy. You know?
Totally.
I think that's what you were trying to get at earlier too, is that he's not just a guy making jokes. Like he is useful.
Yeah.
I looked at Chris right when he said that because he didn't respond for a second.
No, I did.
And I was like, come on, man.
You turned your head immediately after saying that.
I know. Hey, what do you say, man? After we watch this movie, you and we get some dinner, put on The Martian.
Put on The Martian, because you haven't seen it, right, Chris?
You should check it out.
You should check out The Martian.
I know, like, you've seen it, but you haven't, like, seen it.
Like, if you want to see Matt Damon eat potatoes.
The movie's about smart people working together
And then,
being
like,
hopeful. Come on, man. Yeah, but it
This is what
It is a lot of Matt Damon eating potatoes.
Listener, something I love to do to like jokingly upset Altaf is like really like dumb down movies.
So what is Casablanca? Like a bartender who's upset about a girl? Like
Yeah, I do that sort of thing, right? Hone in on like one moment and summarize it.
Yeah, I know. You do that a lot.
Oh, I remember feeling so much tension in this scene.
God, it's just brilliant writing too, for
really
it all to
is.
connect like that.
Well, because it makes sense that they're trying to get the power back on to, preserve control of the park.
And even though all the characters are separate, it now feels like they're together on this.
Well, but it increases the tension because they don't know that they're literally like the one time they're touching the electric fence.
What a sick coincidence. Oh my God. Just
Yeah.
like seeing the perimeter fence, it's coming up. That's such great. That's all visual storytelling right there.
And of course, it's Timmy that's the last one who's too scared to keep climbing. And I remember when I was young, like I didn't expect him to just straight up get electrocuted.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like I thought he was barely going to make it in time or something like that.
Because in general, that's like a big movie device. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty terrifying. Right here.
Right here. I bet there's compilation videos of reactions to Jurassic Park to that scene in particular.
Yeah, this is a pretty famous jump scare.
Yeah. You and I are in a good amount of those, by the way.
What?
Like compilation videos of like to the specific scenes in iconic movies.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, how is this like PG-13?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. No, I've seen those. Like, I've seen like compilations of Blazing Saddle reactions. And
Exactly.
stuff like
Yeah. Once in a while, I'll go through the channel, and be like, "Oh, we reacted to that. Are we in this one?"
Oh my God. I remember like when I was younger, this terrified me. Laura
Yeah.
Dern limping out of there and just crying. There's something so terrifying about
Well,
that.
because it's so human, is why she's not like leaping out like a badass and being like, "Ooh, close one." She's like genuinely like adrenaline, overwhelmed, panicking, like a real human would.
It's the same feeling I get when Ripley realizes the xenomorph's still in the ship.
Yeah, yeah.
And it like moves a little bit and she's like, like,
You are my lucky star, whatever.
Oh my God. What a beautiful scene. Well, that's another movie. We should do all the Alien movies.
Yeah, I know, right?
You still haven't seen Romulus.
No.
Okay, this is the line of the century right here. So well shot. Woo! Yeah, he was probably like, "All right, I'm ripping my SAG card now."
Yeah. And it's I think what makes it such a good line though is he's like a badass to the end.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh."
He's not even like mad or panic or scream. He's
like-
kind of like, "Oh, well played." Like,
Damn, this girl has to just be like either screaming, crying.
no, it's a very demanding role, isn't it?
She kills it though.
Yeah,
It never
she's so good.
there's never like a false moment. And she I know. That's
He was like in the middle of counting, so when he wakes up, he continues counting.
Dude, I realize we haven't even got to the Velociraptor set piece in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, we haven't gotten to the kitchen scene or the final chase or any of that.
So good.
It's coming up though.
So fucking good. This movie.
Coming up's another one of my favorite moments.
This movie's so good.
All right, hey man,
I really like it.
listeners, I apologize.
This is just between you and me. Don't tell Chris. But I really like this movie.
Welcome to Chris and Altaf movie watching ASMR.
Yo, what the fuck is Chris saying right now? Like I just
yeah. Why is Altaf so fucking bald, dude? You guys ever wonder about that, listeners?
Chris's hair is so long he can't even watch The Martian properly.
It just blocks my eyes. I can't see the potatoes.
Yeah. Him growing it out of his shit.
And Kate Mara's, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she is in it. Julianne Moore?
Julianne Moore.
No, not Julianne Moore.
Oh no, Jessica Chastain.
Yeah, the other redhead.
I was like ready. It was like Julianne Moore. Cool.
You know who else is in it? Sebastian Stan.
Oh yeah. And
Donald Glover, Jeff Daniels,
Yeah.
Sean Bean has an stacked cast. Kristen Wiig's in that movie.
This is good food porn, by the way. This moment,
This is the jelly shot is something I always.
Oh yeah,
remembered.
this part's so good. This is what I was talking about when I said this is another one of my favorite moments coming up. Her acting is so good, and the shaking of the Jello too to enhance the fear.
The silhouette matching the drawing. Oh God. In this kitchen is a shot that I'm like, well, Spielberg is like the best filmmaker of our lifetime. It gives me that feeling that I get in a lot of Spielberg movies. But the shot of the Velociraptor, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
I think you know the shot I'm talking about.
We just don't need to make more movies after this.
We shouldn't. We did it. We should have stopped and just went to writing more books. No, I love movies. Don't stop making them. Just don't let AI make them.
The Velociraptor is almost like the bald eagle, where it's like from the side profile they're terrifying and whatever majestic. From the front they look a little silly.
Okay, this is like as a kid I was like, man, she's the love of my life, Laura Dern.
Dude, look at that. Imagine an audience's reaction to Velociraptors opening doors.
God damn.
What did they knock to?
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, they use like a little pattern with it. I love that he gets annoyed with the door too.
Tim's like, you fucking idiot. I always underrated that actress.
Yeah.
That girl. I'm realizing how fucking good she is in this movie, you know?
And they're both so good together. Like, they just feel like they've been siblings.
Oh, yeah, totally. Again, Spielberg's brilliant at casting kids.
Yeah.
Is that bitch? Get away from me.
Yeah, knock it off, man.
Geography, man. Look at that.
They should pull a Last of Us and grab a bottle and throw it.
Yeah. Or like listen closely and see an outline of the Velociraptor.
Yeah, exactly. Listening mode.
Oh, do we get the tap? Oh,
Yeah.
being a little stinker.
Oh, shit. Is that a split diopter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's kind of a sneaky slip diopter where it doesn't call attention to itself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of my favorite kind. A split diopter can be very distracting too, as much as we love to call them out.
Yeah. They don't always work for sure.
They sometimes just feel like a filmmaker getting excited. Oh my god, that swivel. Holy shit.
I know. I gotta stress, man, that CGI still holds up so well.
Yeah, it's really good. I wonder if it's been remastered at all or anything.
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, I remember this blew my mind as a kid.
Oh, that always gets me, that shot.
Oh, dude, he's limping. Oh, dude, that's so fucking scary. Imagine being a little kid and like a raptor slipping on ice trying to kill you. I always laughed at Lex's running, how her hands are just out like that.
She's trying her best, though.
No, I know. It's so human. Like, poor thing, right?
I'm sorry that I didn't talk during that. I just got so fucking
we were just
tense.
sucked in, yeah.
Yeah, that really got me. There pulls up a gun into frame. Again, there's a lot of clever blocking that adds to the humor.
It's like, I'm an archaeologist and I've never shot a gun, but here I am.
You're no Indiana Jones.
Speaking of which, the Indiana Jones video game's been getting really good reviews.
That's good.
People say it's really funny.
Oh,
like it's like when you're fighting and stuff, you pick up random objects and throw them, and it feels like you're in an Indiana Jones adventure. And cutscenes have him like punch and his elbow draws back.
I've been kind of skeptical of that game just because it feels like, hey, Uncut Gems already exists, you know?
What?
No, Uncut Gems, Uncharted.
Oh.
Uncharted,
okay.
Jesus. How did I make that mistake?
That was real confusion right there, by the way. That was not me going with
I
the
know.
bit.
No, I don't blame you. My brain farted. Also, this is the part of the writing that never made sense to me.
Well, this part just clearly is aged, is all it is. You know, it's before anyone knew anything about computers. They thought they could just make shit up.
That's exactly what it is, where it's just like, oh, in computers, you could just do this.
Yeah.
That is always, that's the funny part about the Thing, too. Remember the Thing just has like this computer that can figure out how quickly this thing can kill the entire world?
Yeah. Sometimes you just go with it, you know?
And you're like, wow, they really didn't know what computers were capable of.
It was their version of ChatGPT or something.
Yeah, basically, I guess. It does do a thing that I always respect in most action or like thriller movies, is that they make sure all the characters are doing something.
Yeah. Unlike Jurassic World, where the kids are just sitting in the back watching. Anyway, okay, won't mention anymore.
Yeah, I know. But then there was
Remember Vincent D'Onofrio wanting to militarize
Velociraptors? We'll get to it. I kind of fucking love Vincent D'Onofrio in that movie.
His plotline's one of the dumbest plotlines I've ever seen.
But I fucking love his performance. He takes it so seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Vincent D'Onofrio is amazing as an actor.
The phones are working. Oh, wow. Richard Attenborough went for it.
Yeah. Oh, when I was young, me and my sister didn't understand what he yelled.
Oh, okay.
And we kept rewinding. Or like we thought he was yelling guns, like he was scared that they were shooting.
Yeah.
But then he's clearly yelling Grant.
Yeah. But he said Grant.
Yeah, but he said like Grant like so quickly that I thought he yells like guns, which is really stupid. But I was a little kid.
This shot right here.
Oh, that shot's beautiful.
This
dude.
is the Hall of Fame shot for me.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's like the whole movie's in that one shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I need a cigarette. I just had sex. I feel like.
The words of Nakey Jakey. You know, this movie just blew my back out.
yeah. Honestly, that's a great way to put it.
This is very John Williams. It's obvious, but this feels like this could play in like, you know, the Star Wars prequels or something too.
Oh yeah, totally.
And I mean that with love.
Something that John Williams excelled at that we don't get that much anymore in movie music is themes.
Oh yeah, motifs are like recurring. I think Dune is the closest one we have to that.
Dune, Top Gun Maverick did it really well.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, that kind of thing that where like informs who the character is, or yeah.
Whew.
Oh my god.
You almost had a little red letter media in there.
That's what I was going for.
Oh my god. He does it.
No one does it better than Mike.
Yeah, I was trying to do my Rich Evans, oh my god.
Oh yeah, Rich does a good one. I wish I could do the Rich laugh.
Oh yeah, of course. Whatever. That laugh.
It is the most grating laugh I've ever heard, but I love it so much.
It became its own language. Laughs in Rich Evans. Oh, here we go. This is it.
Okay. This is amazing. This is How did they not hear the T-Rex?
I mean, yeah, I know, right? They already built up how loud they are when they walk.
It's okay.
I will say that Raptor's a ride or die.
He's like,
He
I'm
just
going
leaps
for this
straight
shit.
for him, yeah. He's like, you killed my friend. I'm gonna
He's
go
like,
right.
what other choice do I have now?
Yeah, he could have ran and saved himself, is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that's what you mean by ride or die.
Yeah, he just leapt right on
Oh,
him.
right here.
I will say that response is important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of
It
course.
could have easily just been a one-time line, but it shows
it's
he
an arc.
learned. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Fuck yeah, dude.
Holy shit. The mud on the side.
I know, dude. I know.
Fuck, man. Movie's pure sex. Like, honestly, if I didn't have sex
This
for the
is
rest
like
of my life and I just watched Jurassic Park, I'd be
That's
fine
the
with
closest we can get to like an erotic experience. Yeah, this this commentary turned out to be way hornier for this movie than I expected.
I am, to be honest, I'm kind of horny for this movie.
You're like Daddy Allen.
Oh, man, look at him. Looking at his creation one last time.
I know.
His failure, kind of.
Yeah.
I like Muddy Allen, like, touching his, like, white shirt.
Aw. Tells you everything you need to know in those images.
Slick back hair. Look at Laura Dern.
I know, right?
Malcolm's broken.
I know that she was channeling her inner Sarah Connor with that look.
Yeah, she kind of was.
With the
Oh,
back hair.
him with the kids. Laura Dern's really good in Blue Velvet, by the way. You should check that out.
Okay, yeah. She was really good in Fault in Our Stars too.
Fault in Our Stars. I love that movie.
I love that movie. That's a good movie.
Hey, I'm Mr. DNA.
Matthew McConaughey as Mr. DNA.
Hey, all right. They should, in the new Jurassic World movies, they should just make him do it.
You take amphibian DNA.
Them looking at the natural order of things.
Yeah.
You know,
actual birds.
Experiencing life doing its thing instead of us designing it.
Yeah. I love that there's no spoken words here too. It's
No,
all
you don't
visual.
need it. You can understand everything by where the characters
But
are.
like lesser and more insecure writers and filmmakers would have made like a final conversation scene. Like, so what now? We go home. You know, they could have done some stupid shit like that, but there's not a single word spoken. It tells you everything you need to know.
I know.
Stunning.
Spielberg's good. He's a good filmmaker.
Yeah, what else is there, right? We should have just gone into this without saying anything. Like, it's a good movie, so we're just going to watch it. We
No,
don't have
instead we like spoke a lot.
Yeah.
God.
And I feel like I haven't said enough, too.
I know. What a great experience.
All right, well.
What a joy and treasure of a movie this is.
I know, dude.
That was so much fun. What a great time. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoy the rest of this ride we're about to go
Yeah,
on.
please, if you enjoyed this one, like, come with us to the sequels, too.
It's gonna be a hang. We obviously feel different about the rest of the movies than we do this one, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. If you experienced our Batman trilogy, especially if you listen to the commentary of Dark Knight Rises, you know that even in a movie that we don't like as much, we can have a good time.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And especially, we have a lot of nostalgia. At least I do over Lost World and Jurassic Park 3.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
that's true. Okay. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We really appreciate it. Last but not least, shoot her!